good topic. Let's talk about the green light law. What is the green light law? It was immigrants that getting their license, was able to get their license, and if they got pulled over, they were let go. This is the kind of shit, this is what I was talking about when I was talking about the Tim Waltz stuff. Now listen to this. This is the green light law.
Prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens. It stops today. They have green light laws, meaning they're giving a green light to any illegal alien in New York where law enforcement officers cannot check their identity if they pull them over.
The New York's immigration.
They were unable to check their identity or anything. Under the green light law, which is pretty fucked up. You didn't know who the fuck you were coming across. That was the thing. You don't know who you were coming across, and it didn't matter because they just let them go. The person could have been a convicted killer or rapist, human trafficking. It didn't fucking matter. Now listen to the rest of this.
Policies are under fire, and Trump's administration isn't backing down. The lawsuit against Governor Hochul, Letitia James, and the DMV commissioner is shaking up the debate over sanctuary laws. Let's break down what's really happening.
The civil complaint is against Hochul, Letitia James, and the DMV commissioner. It also alleges that they continue to fail to enforce federal immigration law. Now, that green light law that Bondi just mentioned, again, it's a 2019 law that allows anyone to get a driver's license regardless of immigration status. Now, Bondi's biggest concern with the law, along with other sanctuary laws, is that it can hinder the efforts of ICE agents.
Now, the green light law she's talking about was passed in 2019, and it allows undocumented immigrants to obtain driver's licenses. Some may argue that undocumented...
Not only that, the reason why they were doing that is so that these people could vote also. As long as you got an ID, you can vote. Think about it. Come on, put it together. Put it together. This is the type of shit I was telling you about. I'm not just smashing on immigrants. I have no problem with immigrants. I got friends that are legal immigrants that got their green cards and all this other stuff and U.S. citizen. Man, I'm happy for you. I am really happy for you. You get to come to America, but you did it the right way. Now check this out. Break this shit down.
Immigrants receiving driver's license under laws like New York's green light laws create an imbalance in the system.
Minnesota.
Yet some believe that lawmakers push these policies to secure votes from immigrant communities, even though undocumented individuals cannot legally
all these
vote.
Democrat
Now,
states.
if undocumented applicants skip certain verification steps, it raises fairness concerns for citizens who go through stricter processes. While supporters claim these laws reduce uninsured driving and hit-and-run accidents, opponents argue that they just inflate statistics to justify policy decisions.
A rep for Governor Hochul says only when federal immigration officials have a judicial warrant are they allowed to access the DMV database. Now, Trump ran on his immigration policies, vocalizing a priority for mass deportations and rebuilding a border wall. And now his administration going after states that have sanctuary cities, including New York and Illinois. Hochul says that she supports deporting violent criminals who break laws. However, she says in part, quote, New York.
There's another thing I want to bring up. What they did by letting all these people in was against the law. That was against our policies. And they just opened the border and said, don't touch them. When it was against the law. It's actually federal law. It's actually federal law that you're supposed to come in and you start going through the process. You have a certain amount of time to go through the process. If you don't go through the process, what does that mean? You don't, then you're getting deported. You get caught, go in front of you went in front of a judge. There was several people that went in front of judges and was ordered to leave and never left. Several times, and they were let go. Now, if that was us, our asses would have been grasped. We would have been in jail. We would have been in prison, and all kinds of shit yanked from our family. Come on, let's just make it make sense, man. This is the shit that was going on behind the scenes.
Is proud that immigrants from across the globe come here searching for a better life. People like my grandparents who left Ireland looking for the American dream. We welcome law-abiding individuals who want to work, pay taxes, and contribute to our communities.
We did it the right way.
New York is not backing down. A message echoed by local advocacy groups who do expect that New York will win in court.
Pam Bondi's lawsuit against the state of New York is as frivolous as they come.
Of New York, the state's Department of Motor Vehicles Commissioner, Governor Kathy Hochul, and State Attorney General Letitia James as defendants. Attorneys representing the United States are seeking a judgment that finds New York's green light laws are unlawful and unenforceable.
I mean, it's just ridiculous, some of the ideals of the left. I mean, this policy is controversial. I'm not going to see why. When ICE requests DMV records on an undocumented immigrant, the DMV notifies that individual, and federal officials claim that this undermines.
That was another thing too. So whenever ICE or anybody turned around and looked into somebody, these people let them know right away they're looking into you. Boom, they get up and fucking leave. Pick up and go. How the fuck you gonna inform people that you're looking? Ain't nobody fucking tell me that someone's looking into my shit. That's like giving the heads up. That's like telling a bank robber, hey, the feds are looking into you. Boom, they're gone. Come on now. If we don't get that kind of fucking treatment. So this is some fucking off the wall shit.
Enforcement, while New York defends it as a privacy safeguard.
Immigration authorities depend on these records to assess real-time the situations they face and the people they encounter. New York's green light law, in effect since 2019, allows undocumented immigrants in the state to get driver's licenses and prohibits the DMV from sharing information with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. The law was enacted partly to lower the number of uninsured people driving and improve safety on the roads, since some people drive without a license and without ever having taken a road test. In her first press conference since taking office, Attorney General Pam Bondi said,
not only that, there was several cases that were going on where there was accidents that happened. You couldn't do nothing. You couldn't sue them because they were protected. Just like with the issue with me getting bit from that fucking dog. Dude, I got attacked by a fucking dog. That dog wanted to kill me. Until that owner came out and yelled for that dog in Spanish. Nothing could be done. I couldn't go after him for it. Dude, I was limping around, man, for like 4 or 5 days. Sore, bruised, bleeding. You couldn't do nothing to these people. They were protected. They didn't have to have a license. Because they didn't have to show anything. Didn't have to have fucking insurance. If we got caught, our shit's getting taken. What the fuck? Our vehicle would be impounded until we could show proof of insurance, or else we get hit with a huge ass fine.
this yesterday.
New York has chosen to prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens. It stops today.
A spokesperson for Governor Hochul released a statement that reads in part, quote, "We expect Pam Bondi's worthless, publicity-driven lawsuit to be a total failure, just like all the others. Let me be clear, New York is not backing down." AG Tish James said in part, quote, "Our state laws, including..."
Lady, you do not want to play with Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi is a mean bitch. Not to sit there and call anybody a bitch or anything, but she a mean bitch. And she knows her shit. She knows her shit. It's the reason why Trump fucking picked her up. Come on, man. Move the fuck over. Ah, damn it. Almost went through a yellow light. Fucking want to... That's what I'm talking about. People cutting you off.
The green light law protect the rights of all New Yorkers and keep our communities safe. Now, in the lawsuit, Attorney General Pam Bondi points to the DMV commissioner being required to inform undocumented immigrants when a federal immigration agency has requested their information. Now, Governor Hochul says the green light law has been upheld by the courts, quote, time and time again, and that she's not letting federal agents or Elon Musk's, quote, shadowy Doge operation get uncontrolled access to personal information of people in the system like 16-year-olds and others. Cindy?
Alice, New York City is not the only, well, New York isn't the only state with the green light law.
That's right. There's about 19 states total, and
19.
Washington State actually was the first to
All the
enact
blue
such
states.
legislation, and that dates back all the way to 1993.
All right, Alice, thank you very much.
Now, is the green light law really a fair law? I'm curious to hear from all of y'all. So drop a note in the comment section below. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to receive upcoming videos from Political Detox. We're closing in rapidly.
Fuck no, that's not fair. That's not fair to us. If we didn't show ID or anything like that, them officers would probably drag us out of the vehicle and beat our ass. They would beat our ass. This shit has to make sense, man. There has to be fucking rules. Because if there ain't no fucking rules, everybody think they could do anything then. Like I said, this shit is fucking whack. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. They could go and vote and everything. You can't make this shit up. That's my slogan. You can't make this shit up. Come on, America. Straight up. Even if you're off, say you're off the reservation, you have to show your tribal ID. You have to show your tribal ID. And you have to have an ID. A license. Come on, man. Can't make this shit up. All the dumbass shit that was fucking passed. And I needed to go to fucking Dollar General. God damn it. Wasn't paying attention. I gotta go get me some energy drinks. I got water. I'm gonna jump on over. Yep, I wanted to share that because I brought that up in my. I brought that up before when I was talking about Tim Waltz and stuff. All right, smash that like button, man. Plenty more content that's going to be out there. Much love and respect. Subscribe.